Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I want to start this video out by saying thankfully everybody is safe and nobody got hurt. Thank God. That was the scariest but most important thing, because just scary. It was just scary, and I'm just so thankful that nobody got hurt. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not have heard, but on Instagram is where I post everything that's not just my work, but like my day-to-day lives. You'll see everything that I do, talk and cooking, all that. That's on my Instagram story. So Instagram is more personal, I guess. You just talk. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram. It's down below. But a few nights ago, we were woken up, and I think the only reason we woke up was because Roman just got a new bed. And Roman's my 2-year-old. I was gonna say 1, he just turned 2. But he just got a new bed, and he rolled out of his bed. And it's only like 6 inches from the floor, but he sleeps in our room, but in his own little bed. And first night, we actually put him in the bed, and he rolled off the bed and hit the floor. So we woke up, and I put him in the bed with me, and my husband went to the bathroom. I went back to sleep. And when my husband was in the bathroom, he heard like screaming. And he was just like, what is that? Like, what is it? Like, who's screaming? But dude, you could hear everything. From our room, you could hear everything outside. So he then heard the ring go off. He said, well, let me just look at the ring. And he looked at the ring, and he saw a young boy looking. It appeared that he was looking into the window. So my husband just thought, like, straight up thinking, like, we're about to get robbed. Like, that was where our mind was. And he was getting his clothes on, went to go get his stuff, and then he looked at the ring again, and he sees something, and he goes, what the heck is that? And it's 3 a.m. and it's black, but then there's lights, and he was just looking like, because I'm still asleep at this point, and he's looking. He's like, it's a car. And like, now he's really running, because we're thinking like the car is in the house, it's in the house. So I wake up because he's frantic, getting up, and like, my husband does this thing where out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, he'll just wake up and just like run. I don't know. I make fun of him for it, but I think that's when he was a police officer maybe, but he gets up and like he wakes up scared and just starts looking around like, always looking for the baby. I'm just like, he's right here. He didn't go anywhere. But I'm just like, what the heck? And he kept saying, car. There's a car in the yard. There's a car in the yard. There's a car. And I'm just like, what? So like, I look through the window. I don't see nothing. So I'm like, wait, he's tripping. But he's getting his clothes on, getting ready. So I pull up the ring, and then I hear people screaming outside. So I pull up the ring. There's a freaking car. So he's like, call 911. So I'm over here trying to call 911, making sure the kids are still asleep, and the dog starts barking so loud. I'm like, the kids are gonna wake up. I'm just like, I'm in like a panic, but I'm like, all right, call 911. 911 takes forever to answer the phone. I would have been dead if I was getting robbed, okay? But they take forever to answer the phone. And I walk downstairs, and I just see a car. Inches away from the children's playroom. So I'm just like, what? Like, what? I just can't believe this, because our yard, we're a corner house, okay? It's a corner house, but we have so much yard in the front. So something like this to happen, and then we have trees in the front. So somehow he managed to get the car from the street all the way to like our house, and like not hit one tree, which I'm just like, I don't even understand how. Like, I don't understand how. I just don't get it. But he got it all the way, and like, he wasn't going fast. He was not going fast. He's super drunk. The super drunk man, super drunk. I'll put the video footage in, because we have footage of the whole thing. And the car wasn't going fast. It was like rolling. And maybe he fell asleep. He took his foot off. He had pushed the gas. Maybe he let it go. So the car was just rolling. But it had to get over the curb onto our yard and keep going. And luckily, if it was going fast, I think we would have had a much bigger issue. But the car hit the gutter. We have like bushes in front of our windows, which I hate the bushes because I'm like, they have so much bugs in them. Glad the bushes are there because that's what stopped the car. And the gutter, because we just got those gutters replaced. Just got them replaced. He hit the gutter. We needed bigger gutters. He hit the gutter. Had he not hit the gutter, he would have 100% gone into the house. And like I said, he was going slow, which, oh my God, I'm so thankful he was going slow. He was not even, there's no way he was even awake. He's just completely drunk. And he hits the gutter, and some boy, like I said in the beginning, there was a boy, I say boy, he's probably like 18. And immediately after he hits, the boy runs and is like trying to like get the guy, like what's going on. Like he said, the kid said he thought like it was a medical emergency or something. But he said he didn't know the guy. He was just happened to be there watching. He just watched the car. He was watching the car. So maybe he was driving through the neighborhood and was driving weird. The kid said he was watching the car. So came in and it hit the gutter.
Get out the car, bro. Come on.
Hey, stop. You running to somebody's house. Wait. Let's help you. Wait.
Chill out, bro.
Wait. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Call my mom.
Wait.
Call me day.
Wait. My car is on too. Joshua, come and take care of him for me.
And Keenan goes downstairs, and I can show you the footage of that. And the guy had the audacity to pull his stuff out and just pee.
Yo, bro, he was drunk on the street for a minute, and we was driving past. We tried to knock on the door, stop him. He just kept driving.
Who?
Him. We don't know him. I mean, he's drunk.
You alright?
And peed for like 5 minutes. How much alcohol did you drink to pee for like 5 minutes? Didn't even care. Did not even care. And then, well, he drunk, so obviously he doesn't care. And then, I guess his family or whoever, they came and they were apologizing. I don't recall the police at this point. The police saying forever. And they're apologizing, saying that they had the party and they knew he was drunk and they didn't want him to drive, and they were getting ready to drive him home, and then he disappeared. And they went looking for him, and yeah, you found him in my yard. Like, it was like, I'm just so, I guess, terrified now to go to sleep at night. The last 2 nights have been heck. Every time I hear a car drive past, because they drive so fast past my house, you just hear all night cars just fast, driving so fast. And I keep thinking I'm like this, a car's gonna hit. And the ring goes off, I jump every time the ring goes off. And look at my phone. So it's been a deer, it's been foxes, birds, bunnies, but it scares me every time, and it's so hard to fall asleep now because I'm just like, what if? And I keep playing all the different scenarios. What could have happened? Like, if the car went through the glass, through the playroom, Riley's room is right there. Would she have just collapsed? Like, I don't know how all that stuff works, but like, that's just what I'm thinking in my head. What if the kids were in the playroom? It's 3 a.m., but if she had just gotten up to go downstairs against the water, like, scares the heck out of me. If she even saw the situation. Luckily, thank God, she slept through the whole thing. Thank God. But if she didn't, like, she would be so scared. I just, oh my God. Oh, it's just, oh my God. But then, the people who had the party were begging us to not call the police. I'm like, we already called them. Let him go, let him go, let him go. You're fine, nothing's hurt. Your house isn't damaged, the gutter's damaged. Like, everyone's safe, so just let him go. Just let him go. And I'm just like, He's drunk driving. Drunk drive. He could have killed somebody, and you want me to just let him go just because we're fine? And I'm just like, it's. And they were just begging no. So my husband took the car keys from the guy. Took the car keys, and we had the car keys. And the family just wants him to just take him. Just we'll take him home. You know, sorry about it, but we'll just take him home. And I'm just like, the police will deal with it. That's what he kept saying. The police will deal with it. The police will deal with it. Then they grabbed the guy. And the thing is, he was trying to get back in the car. He kept trying to fight them and get back in the car. He was trying to get back in the car, Luckily, Keenan took the keys already, so he couldn't even drive the car. But he was trying to get back in the car. And he was fighting his own family to try to get back in the car. He's obviously drunk. So they take the guy and they put him in their car. The family or his friends, whoever they are. And they're trying to take him. And my husband's just like, no, you can't take him. No, you can't take him. You can't take him. The police is coming. You can't take him. And at this point, they're screaming. So I'm just telling Keenan, like, no, Keenan, come here. Just come here. Because I'm scared. You don't know what people have in their car. You don't know how crazy people are. I'm sorry. But we are safe. The kids are fine. The house is fine. You're not about to die because somebody drunk drove into our driveway. Like, that's just how far I go in my head. About when my husband, he has no fear. But I'm just like, no. Like, no. So we do know that they live in the neighborhood. Somewhere in this neighborhood, they live in the neighborhood. That's what they said. They said, we live around the corner. So I'm sorry about this. And I'm just like, I understand you're sorry. But he's a grown adult, probably like 45. He should not have driven drunk. He could have killed somebody. Luckily, he didn't. But he needs to learn from his mistakes. And then, like, neighbors would get telling us, let them go, you should just let him go. I'm just like, he's drunk as heck, just drove this car, barely missed our entire house. And thankful as heck, thank God he missed the house. Hit a gutter ain't no big deal, but thankfully he missed the house. The shock of it all was the fact that at 3 a.m., there was a whole ass car so close to my house. Like, I just can't even get the image out of my head. Like, right now, the kids can't go in the playroom. They don't understand why, but I am so scared. I'm just so scared. Anything, especially when it's dark. We don't have a light in the playroom. The people didn't put a chandelier, whoever had this house. So there's no light in the playroom. So, like, even when it's dark in there, nope, y'all can't go in there. Like, I'm just so scared. So, like, we're calling HOA to have them put in a stop sign, a speed bump, something, so that it'll eliminate the risk of it happening again. It could still happen. We are a corner house, but again, like I said, there is so much grass and trees in front of our house that we thought it'd be, like, very unlikely for it to happen. And for him to miss all the trees. Like, had he been going faster and missed the gutter, he would have died. Because he would have just hit the whole house and he would have been gone. And I think if I saw that, I think it'd be way worse. Oh, I don't know. I would be PTSD times 1,000 or something. I don't know. But I'm still so anxious. Every time I go downstairs, when it's time to go to sleep, I am so anxious. Once it gets dark outside, my anxiety is just so high. Thankful that, again, everybody is safe, but I cannot. So they did end up, like, the police showed up, or we thought the police showed up, because Keenan was arguing with people trying to say, y'all can't take him. Like, that's illegal. He just drove drunk. That's illegal. You can't just take him. And he was trying to tell them, but no, we saw the fire trucks pulling up. So Keenan was like, all right, we'll let the police handle it. They just drove off. So the police never found him, unfortunately. And the car was unregistered or whatever, a dealer tag or something. So I don't know. I don't think they're going to find the guy. But we did see their family yesterday. We were driving and we saw the car because they live in our neighborhood. So they sat around the corner, but there's this one house that had a party a few months ago when we first moved in. And we believe it's the same house. because they have the parties super late. They end at 4 a.m. seems like, and they're on our street just further down this way. So I'm thinking it's them. They try to lie by saying they're around the corner, but they're right down the street. So the last few days, because we know what color car they have and the type, speeds past, just speeds past. So I think they're just trying to hide the car in the garage, their own car, because we know what the car looks like, and they're upset with us for whatever reason because we called the police. But again, thankful everybody's safe. Just scared, shook, shocked. It's just, I don't know. You don't think it's gonna happen to you till it happens to you. That's the type of situation. Like, I don't know. I mean, luckily everything's cosmetic. You know, the gutter, it can be replaced, and you know, all the bushes he broke, the bushes, they'll grow back next year. It's just frustrating that, one, I feel like he should have came back and apologized, at least. But I guess he a criminal, so he don't want to. But I feel like he should have apologized or written a note and left a note apologizing, because that's scary. That is so scary. I don't know, but I just want to give you guys an update on what's going on, what's been going on. But yeah, they be driving so fast. Like, we really need like a three-way stop right in front of our house and a speed bump, because they just drive too fast. Oh man, I'm still in shock. I don't like thinking about it because it just scares the heck out of me. But just want to let you guys know, everyone's safe, everyone's fine, everyone's good. Kids have no idea anything ever happened, so yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it. So yes, thank you guys for all those who sent your prayers and everything over the last few days on IG. So yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Bye guys, have a good day.